Good morning and welcome to KidNuz, generously sponsored today by a family from Danville, California. Mom and Dad would like to remain anonymous, but wanted to make sure we give a shout out and a big thank you to the teachers and staff at St. Isidore School, which was home to their 3 kids for 13 years. I'm Kim. Today is Wednesday, September 29th, 2021, and we begin with a sibling rivalry in the majors. On Monday night, Cleveland outfielder Bradley Zimmer hit a monster home run off his own brother. Kyle Zimmer is the older of the two and pitches for the Kansas City Royals. They've faced off twice so far this season, with the at-bats ending in a split decision, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. But in the 8th inning Monday, Bradley launched Kyle's 85-mile-an-hour slider 408 feet over the right field wall. It's only the 4th time in the modern era of baseball that one brother has hit a home run off another brother, and the first since 1975. After the long ball, Bradley admitted to mixed emotions, telling MLB.com, "Hopefully someday we'll be on the same team." It's time to fire up your laptops and peek into the wilds of Alaska. Voting opens today for the Fat Bear Contest, the annual March Madness-like event where we all guess which of the lumbering giants near Brooks Falls in Katmai Park will pack on the most pounds in anticipation of the long, cold winter ahead. Thanks to the National Park Service, we can all watch online as the bears stuff their faces with fish. The Waistline winner is chosen by popular vote, and while a bunch of the fan favorites will be back, this year they've got competition from the kids. For the first time, chubby cubs are being included in the voting, with the fattest junior bear advancing to the main bracket. Want in on the action? We've put a link on our website where you can vote each day between noon and 9 p.m. Eastern. The winner will be crowned next week. Sometimes we don't have enough money to do the things we'd like. Even a country can pull up short, especially when its politicians can't agree on how to raise it, spend it, or borrow it. That's the situation the United States finds itself in right now. If Republicans and Democrats don't reach an agreement on important money matters by midnight tomorrow, the federal government won't be able to pay its bills and will have to temporarily shut down. This would mean federal employees may not get paychecks, retirees may not get Social Security checks, and Washington, D.C. can't spend money like it normally would. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen added to the concern and yesterday told lawmakers that the U.S. might actually run out of money by October 18th, meaning it wouldn't be able to pay its debts to other countries unless politicians can find a solution. The GOAT of gymnastics is opening up about her decision to skip some events at the Olympics. In a docu-series for Facebook, Simone Biles says it took courage to put herself and her mental health above her sport. And in an interview with New York Magazine, she admits it would have been even better had she bowed out of the games long before Tokyo. But Simone said she did what athletes are trained to do and pushed through, leading to a case of the twisties, a dangerous mental block where gymnasts lose track of where they are in the air. She's currently touring America with other members of the United States gymnastics team and has not yet decided if she will return to competition. In other KidNuz notes, a meandering and out-of-place turtle held up 5 flights while trying to cross a runway in Japan. The reptile was only a foot long, but big enough for a pilot to spot it before taking off from the Narita airport in Tokyo. The control tower then ordered all taxiing planes to pause, while staff rounded up the turtle and swept the 2.5-mile-long tarmac for any of his turtle friends. Also not in a hurry, snail mail, which is about to get even slower. Starting Friday, the U.S. Postal Service says it's giving itself more time to get most letters and packages from coast to coast. Also announced higher holiday shipping rates from October 3rd through December 26th. The post office and other services are anticipating another crush of deliveries and delays this year. As the Wall Street Journal put it, Santa's going to need more sleighs. That's it for KidNuz this morning. Now our KidNuz quiz. A Major League Baseball player hit a home run off his brother. What 2 teams did they play for? One of the Zimmer boys plays for Cleveland, the other for Kansas City. What pre-hibernation competition begins today in Alaska? The Fat Bear Contest. If U.S. politicians can't reach an agreement on spending, when might the government have to shut down? Midnight tomorrow. What delayed several flights out of Tokyo? A turtle on the tarmac. In today's KidNuz Kicker, it's not every day you see a 39-foot violin, much less one floating down a canal with a string quartet aboard. But that was the attraction in Venice, Italy recently, as an artist did what he could to spread hope during the pandemic. The performance went on for about an hour, with the musicians having to grip the polished surface with their bare feet. Livio De Marchi came up with the seaworthy sculpture during lockdown. He titled the boat Noah's Violin, inspired by Noah's Ark, which he told the New York Times symbolizes a fresh start, a sign of Venice restarting after a storm. Before we go, we want to shout out our teachers, starting with Ms. Varella's amazing students at Cherry Lee in El Monte, California. Ms. Carnahan and her wolves at the Kaohsiung American School in Taiwan, Mrs. Fleming at Tulliver Intermediate in Danville, Kentucky, Mrs. Guzman and her awesome fifth graders at PS 184 in Whitestone, New York, and Miss Howard at Willow Hill in Willow Grove, Pennsylvania. Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.